Well, we are counting down the days until the return of TNA Wrestling to the El Paso County Coliseum. I'm joined by some of the stars from TNA Wrestling, the newly crowned TNA World Champion, Frankie Kazarian, and Ash by Elegance. Wanted to make sure I got that introduction right. I am not the personal concierge, but just wanted to make sure I got that introduction right.
The pause was right.
Yeah.
Your timing was great.
Oh, appreciate that, guys. Well, 3-day event coming up on Friday, December 5th. It's a Final Resolution. It's a live pay-per-view event. That's going to be followed by TNA Impact tapings on Saturday and Sunday. I know you all were here recently back in March for that sold-out event at TNA Sacrifice. I was there as well. Packed crowd. Frankie, just talk about what you remember from that night.
Well, specifically, I decided to sing an old Marty Robbins classic, El Paso, but I changed the lyrics a little bit, which did not sit well with the El Paso faithful, let's just say that. So I got kind of booed out of the building, which is great. That's my job. But I remember, 2 nights, that crowd was about as vocal as I've seen or heard. This town has a very rich wrestling history. That crowd brought it that night, both nights. And you know what? We loved it so much. We're back for 3, and we're looking forward to it.
I had so much fun. I actually won the tag titles here.
Right.
I had a great time. It was awesome. I was with my girls. Heather and I captured the tag titles, and I got to ride a horse. Elijah brought a horse to the venue, and that was a highlight of my night.
Yeah.
So it was so cool.
Such an awesome event, and I'm glad you guys are back. And are you ready for the booze? Because I got to tell you, Mike Santana, beloved here. Obviously, you took the title off of him. He only had it for about a month. Just wondering how you're going to, that reaction for you here at the Paso County Coliseum is going to be something.
I'm ready for anything and everything. I say bring it. You know what? As long as you're being loud, that's your right as a fan. You can cheer, you can boo me as loud as you possibly can. I'm here for it and I'm ready for it. In fact, I challenge all the fans of El Paso. Let me know how you truly feel. If you're out there, if you're going to be at the show, let me know. Let me hear it. I want to hear it. Yeah. I want to hear you guys get loud. I want to break records. I say bring it.
I saw you recently. You went to go see the mural of Eddie Guerrero.
Yes.
Of course, earlier this week,
Yes.
City issued a proclamation, Eddie Guerrero Day, very beloved here. Obviously, 20th anniversary since his passing. Just Eddie, Frankie, just what did it mean to you, being a veteran in the business, what Eddie meant to you?
Look, I went and saw that mural in March also, but today was different. Strangely enough, I won this title 20 years to the day that Eddie passed. That's not lost on me. That's Eddie was. I was fortunate enough to know Eddie a little bit. The word icon is thrown around in our business, but he was a giant, a titan of the sport for what he did, not just for professional wrestling, not just for undersized cruiserweight wrestlers, but for what he did for his culture. So many young Hispanic men and women became fans because of Eddie, because they could relate to him because of his heart and his passion and his drive. Just an absolute hero of mine. And it's, all kidding aside, it's an honor to wrestle in his hometown. And I walk in the very big shadow that he cast, and I walk on the trail that he blazed for us all.
Mm-hmm. And Ash, I wanted to talk to you. Obviously, we got to know you as Dana Brooke in WWE. Yes. You came to TNA. You started the Elegance brand, which I loved. I just got to say, I love seeing that whole stable there. Just talk to me. How was that for you, making that transition from Dana Brooke into Ash by Elegance?
I just knew I had to do something different. I knew I had to reinvent myself and really stand out. I had it in me. I knew I did. I just needed a chance. TNA was the place to do it. And we're building a brand. I have Heather, I have I have my personal concierge. Now we are on the hunt for Mr. Elegance.
That's right, yeah.
I would like for you, maybe to submit your casting.
Yeah.
But so we are on the hunt. It's a brand that's on top right now. Everyone's talking about it. It's awesome because, I was the one to kind of pave the way for these girls, and I love it. I think that this is part of my legacy, and I'm, creating my path.
You recently retired from in-ring competition, but I think, a producer? Right?
I try and manage my girls. I would like to say I produce and help the women's locker room out. I just always say never. That's been my motto my whole life, and never give up, and I'm never giving up on my dreams. And one day, fingers crossed, maybe you'll see me back in that ring.
Yeah, well, we enjoy it. I loved your matches, and
Thank you.
big fan of the Elegance brand. Wanted to talk about the Family Fun Day event that was just recently announced for December 7th, the Sunday before the show. I think at 2:30 p.m. Fans can go out and meet the Elegance brand, take some photos. But what do they have to do to get some photos?
Oh my God! So this is awesome. So we are doing an Elegant Elves photo. And all donations go to the Paso Children's Hospital, which is awesome. So come out, have some fun. We have Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus. I have my elves with me. Any donation, you can come grab a photo with us. If you cannot attend the event, go online and purchase an 8x10 that is signed by all three of us. And those donations will also be going to the children at the Children's Hospital.
Yeah, I love to see the way you guys are giving back to the community, and obviously we're welcoming you here. And Frankie, just wanted to talk to you about Mr. TNA here because you've been with TNA from the inception. Yeah. Here, the first time ever that you're the TNA World Champion. Yeah. Just what did that mean to you to finally reach that mountain?
It meant the world. There was a time that I thought this was very far out of reach, and I returned to TNA at the beginning of 2023. And this was my goal. I said it from day one. I said, I'm here to win the one title that's eluded me, and that's the TNA World title. It took me almost 3 years of coming back, but I always say dreams don't have an expiration date. And I'm on top of the world. This is exactly where I wanted to be. I'm having the most fun I've had in my career. I love TNA. I love being a TNA OG. I love our locker room, our crew. We have the best production crew in the business. The best management crew, our young men and women. We work hard, we play hard, and we really are a team, and that's why we've achieved the success we have over the last couple of years.
No, yeah, absolutely. Obviously, John Cena is going to be retiring next month, but my favorite wrestler is going to be retiring in 2026, and that's Mr. AJ Styles. And I got to ask you, Frankie, I would love to see you and AJ mix it up one more time. What's the possibility of that happening at least in 2026?
Well, he's one of my favorite wrestlers, too. And a dear friend, a guy I've known for decades. He was in my wedding party. People that know us know our history. Since he announced that, people have been shouting to the rooftops. They want AJ Styles versus Frankie Kazarian one last time. And look, nobody wants that match more than AJ Styles and Frankie Kazarian. We're doing what we can to make it happen. We need, one or two guys to sign off on it. But the fans want it. And we're in the business of giving the fans what they want. So I think it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We're all trying to manifest it into a reality together. It would be a great button on his career for us to have that match, that final showdown, because it's been a long time since we've been in the ring together. Our history speaks for itself, but nobody in the business I have more respect for in the ring and as a person than AJ Styles.
I think we can see it happening with this, the brand partnership with WWE and TNA, and
fingers crossed.
We can have two matches, one in TNA and one over there in WWE.
I'd be willing to put this, AJ's done enough to earn a shot at this already. Literally, I'm throwing it out there. Any way we can have that match happen, let's make it happen.
Yeah, definitely love that partnership. Obviously NXT, TNA, the crossovers there. We just saw Nick Nemeth come out on Monday Night Raw. I just love that. And awesome, just how is that important, especially for the younger guys to get that exposure?
It's huge. I mean, he was Dolph on Monday, but to us, he's Nick. So it's awesome. Matt Cardona did the same thing. It's great because it also shows that the guys in the independent circuit and in TNA, that they get to wrestle these top stars. And it just gives them a drive and a motivation to never give up and keep going, because you can ultimately leave from there and then go back from there. And if you keep your doors always open and never burn bridges, the opportunities are endless.
And it's, this is really surreal to me because, 5-10 years ago, this was, you couldn't even have that conversation. Mm-hmm. We're living in an era in pro wrestling where we have DC versus Marvel. And it's super cool. And I hope the fans and the wrestlers aren't taking that for granted, because we're in uncharted waters, and the reaction internally and from the fans has been nothing but positive. So I say let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, definitely fun to watch. Just last question I have for you is just, why should fans come out? They've never seen TNA wrestling before. Why should they come out to the El Paso County Coliseum?
Look, pro wrestling is such a different beast live. Even if you're a casual fan and you watch it on TV and you enjoy it, but you've never been inclined to go, I'm telling you, go. It's a rock concert. It's MMA. It's pro wrestling. It's boxing.
It's a fashion
everything.
show.
It's a fashion show. It's everything rolled into one. And I will say this about our roster: on our live events, we bring it like nobody else does. We are constantly setting the bar higher and higher. Every match wants to be better than the one before it. And again, you know, we're rolling on all types of momentum heading into the new year. So, and this is going to be our last live events of the year. So fans are going to want to watch us go out on a high and get ready for a great 2026.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing it at home and on your couch and in your living room is one thing. Going to it live is another. It's electrifying. You feel the energy, you feel the crowd, and you just never know who's going to show up, which is awesome.
Plus, you get to see me live. You get to see her live. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely fun. Again, I'm a proud TNA Plus subscriber, so I got to tell you straight up, like, awesome. TNA is coming up, and I love it. I love watching TNA, and thank you so much for coming down, making the time for us. We'll look forward to seeing you next month.
Thank you.
Again, that is December 5th, Final Resolution. Then on December 6th and on the 7th, the tapings for TNA Impact. So 3 days of wrestling at the El Paso County Coliseum. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster or at TNAWrestling.com. Again, thank you, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Yep.
Back to you.